Everybody, it is Jacob Fry here, and I have stumbled upon something cool. It's 100 questions to ask anyone, and I figured, since some people want to get to know me more and who I am, I'd answer all of them. Hopefully they don't get, extremely personal. I don't know if it's just fun or whatever, but, I'm just doing it for fun. Call it a 100 question challenge or whatever, but it's, Brook Cobra. I'm going to put the link down in the description for you guys. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, what types of music do I listen to? That's a hard one. I listen to a lot of music. Let me just see if I can bring up. That is, by the way, my awesome desktop. But that is a Ride Back reference, which if you haven't, check out that anime. It is a wonderful, wonderful anime. So let me just pull up my artists here. So I got everything from oldies to, if you're really interested, you can just stop and look at all of these, to Nightcore and all sorts of things, and remixes. I'm getting into a lot of remixes lately, which I'm really liking them. And I just discovered Blink-182. They have some really good songs. Not my favorite, but they do. Hans Zimmer is one of my favorites when it comes to instrumentals. And yeah, if you're really interested in that, you can just pause the video and just look through them all. And Sam Tsui, or Sui, Taylor Swift. I got a lot of country and EDM and Nightcore and electronic. I'm kind of all over the place. So that's the first one. What cheers me up? Oh, that's a hard one. I'm always with jokes. When I'm around friends and when I'm around people, I'm oftentimes cheered up by that, especially when people like to joke and play around and hang around. What do I constantly think about that makes me sad, or just anything? I tend to constantly think about, one, a special person in my head. She knows who she is. And then two, I'm always thinking of, it's either nothing, or I come up with a lot of ideas, or I'm planning ahead for my day, or what I'm going to do later on that night, or just things on my mind oh, I gotta get this done, or oh, I should probably do that, or oh, I should probably do that. My mind's kind of all over the place, but my favorite thing to do is when I'm thinking up of new ideas and things. And sometimes it really sucks because I'll get all these amazing and awesome ideas, and it'll be at 3 a.m. and 3 a.m. is not a good time to have an idea rush. So, is there something you constantly lose your hours or anywhere? Something you constantly lose. Oh, at your house or anywhere. Something I constantly lose. I used to lose my shoes all the time when I was little, 7 or 8. I'd always lose something. The most thing I've lost lately, just around the house, has probably been my wallet, or the cards in my wallet. Whenever the cards get separated from my wallet, I tend to lose them like that. Favorite book, and do I read much? I read a lot. I love to read. You guys can't see it right now, but I got, if you looked at my older videos, you can see I had, all that shelf was, just full of books, and even on my dresser over there was full of books. And, I would love to read. I think my favorite books so far are the Artemis Fowl series, and a close second would be the Ranger's Apprentice series. I love to read. Alright, what is the longest I have gone without sleep? Probably, I'm an insomniac, so define without sleep, because I've gone a couple days with only 5 hours in total before. I think straight I've gone about 2 days without sleep. Okay, do you have anyone you go to for advice in person or online? I do. There is this cool little, niche thing where there's a bunch of good people. I'm not gonna say it, but, I will throw out an artist that's an awesome artist. His name is Mixhound, and he just makes music, but, there is this awesome live stream that I like to go to, and there's just, a small little niche people that I talk to sometimes for advice and things, or I love giving advice to them. Otherwise, advice-wise, I just go to some of my closest friends when I need advice. I'm generally the one giving advice, though. But I think my favorite one is, again, that special person. That's who I go to advice. She's generally smarter and wiser than me, which is surprising because, again, I'm generally the one giving advice to all my friends. Okay, what is a habit you are proudest of breaking or want to break? That one's... I outside of that, it's a hard one. A habit I want to break. There's a lot of habits I want to get into. Not a lot off the top of my head that I want to break exactly. I don't know. Is there anything you should know? I'm very talkative and very happy, and please, if you ever see me, come up, give me a hug, let me know things, and just talk to me. I love to talk and give advice. So one thing you can always know is you can always, no matter who you are, you can always come to me and ask for advice, and I love to help people. That's probably one of the most important things. I love to give advice. What do you order or not order at a restaurant you have been to or never been to? What do I order at a restaurant? So, at Dairy Queen, I always like their chicken strips. I'm generally a big chicken strip guy. Kind of a unique niche thing is there's this place called Leatherby's that I love to go to. Leatherby's, what's the word? Leatherby's, I order what's called Tracy's Peanut Butter Cup, and their smalls are like yay big, so never get a large there. But they are, it's an ice cream place that's amazing. Check it out if you're nearby. What is your favorite word? Ooh, favorite word. That's a really hard one. Oh yeah, I already nailed this down. My favorite word is remember, because if we didn't remember who we were or anything about our life, we would cease to be us. And ceasing to be us is a horrible thing. Least favorite? Not failure, but like... least favorite word? That's a really good question. I don't know my least favorite word. I'll get back to you on that. Describe something that's happened to you for which I had no explanation. Explanation. There's been some times in my life where I was just like, random things would happen to me and I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll just roll with it. Like, generally they were like good luck moments where I found out I had more money in my bank account than I thought I did, or like I inherited things from people or won something, because I generally never win anything. And so I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I got, from my high school, I got this Viewmont blanket. Don't know if you can see it, but it's a really soft and fluffy and comfy blanket that I use constantly on my bed all the time. And I won it after putting it in twice, and that was after like 6 people were called that all left, and I stuck around. I was like, yes! And I got it. It's like, well, whatever, because that was the first time I had ever won anything. Number 13. Why? Why not? What did you do for your latest birthday? I didn't really do much. I went out to dinner with my family as per tradition. Other than that, I didn't do a lot, just because all my friends are kind of puff right now. You know, they're all at college, or which I'll be going to soon, or on their mission. What holidays do I celebrate? Am I a religious person? I'm very religious. I don't often, I'm straight up Christian Mormon, and I don't really talk about religion or anything like that a lot. I don't talk about religion or politics just because there's way too much controversy everywhere. I just like to keep it fun and uplifting, whoever you are, and I'll accept you for that. So, what holidays do I celebrate? Well, obviously Christmas, Easter. I don't really celebrate Halloween. If I had a choice to it, I wouldn't really celebrate Halloween. It's just not my thing. The rest, all your mainstream ones, basically. I don't do anything weird from, like, I don't do the Chinese New Year or anything. If you had to be named after a city, state, or country, which would it be? America, because it's the land of freedom. That's probably it. Either that or Moldova, just because it's small, no one notices it, yet it's big enough to matter, and it looks like a banana. Who is my hero? Ooh. I don't know. I have a lot of heroes. Some of the heroes were like my young men's leaders. Those were one of my greatest heroes, and a really good friend I had through junior high, a guy named Caleb Tinsley, and he was one of those guys you don't look up to in popularity, but you respect. He was nice to every single dude on the planet. So, I really liked him. He was one of my heroes. Which do you use more often? Dictionary, the thesaurus. So I write. I use the thesaurus a lot for synonyms and antonyms because it makes writing more flamboyant. But I use the dictionary a lot as well because I like looking up what words mean and trying to find some new words, like the word nugen or yugen, I can't even remember, but it's a Japanese word if you can't, and I dare you to look up the English translation because it is so crazy, and it's a word for accept. The best way to explain it is it's digging change or accepting change, like Sephiroth's change. That's like an entire like EDM mix with an existentialist talking about what that word actually means. It's like 6 minutes long. It's amazing. Have you ever been stung by a bee? Yes, multiple times. Was not fun. Have you ever tipped a cow? No. That's dumb. You can start a lot of people running through your stuff, and that's no fun. Sickest I have ever been. I have nearly died of dehydration because I was so sick one time, and I had a mixture of a stomach virus and another, I can't remember, it's one of those named viruses that were like super bad for you, but I was down for like a week, and I remember there'd be nights where I was, like, mostly when you're sick you're down for a week, but there'd be nights where I could not sleep at all, and you can't eat when you have stomach viruses because you'll just throw everything up, so I just had to have little tiny bits of water, but it hurt so badly I thought I was gonna die. Literally, it sucked. Like, I was like just begging life to make it stop. It really sucked. Are you still learning who you are? Yes, I'm definitely still learning who I am. But I've got a good chunk of me nailed down, but I believe everyone should always still be learning who they are for the rest of their life. You should always be trying new things, figuring out whether you like them or dislike them. Are you afraid of heights? No, I am not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of jumping off of heights, but I'm not really afraid of heights. Put me next to a cliff and I'll be okay. I might stand back a little, but I'll be okay. I won't freak out. I'll manage it. Because I trust ropes too much, basically. What am I afraid of? That's a hard question. I'm not afraid of a bunch of things. I'm a little iffy with some things where I'm like, but I'm not really afraid of a bunch of things. I'm just very jumpy as a person. Have you ever taken dance lessons? Would you want to dance, and who would you want to dance with? Yes, I have taken dance lessons, technically. I went to swing club throughout high school for 3 years every Friday, and it was amazing, and I know how to swing dance. I would swing dance with people until my back started hurting me and my knees started hurting me. Now I just do groundwork, but I still know how to swing dance and do some awesome things like that. Who would I want to dance with? I don't know, probably a special someone. What is the most memorable class you have ever taken? Well, I have 2 very memorable classes. In junior high, there's this teacher named Miss Dennis, who was my favorite math teacher, and she wasn't much out of the ordinary as a math teacher. I mean, she was fun and funny and stuff like that. She was just a good teacher in general, like a good average teacher. But I remember one time she actually called a girl out for being a little too immodest, and it was honestly really distracting to me at the time, because I was a junior high school kid. I had all sorts of chemicals and crap going on, and it just totally made my life, and I don't think I will ever forget that, because that was super amazing of her. And she was the only teacher or only anyone I have ever seen do that throughout my entire school career. No one else has ever been called out on immodest clothing like that. And another one was probably, my engineering teacher, which was Robinson's class in high school, and literally he was so cool because I'd finish all my work, then I could just game, and I'd just have fun, and like during lunch, there was a group of us that would just like play Roblox all day and stuff, and just have random things. Ooh, that'd be a cool idea for another stream, is just playing Roblox. Most memorable class I've ever taken? Favorite knock-knock joke? Oh, I don't know. I don't do much on jokes and or knock-knock jokes. Favorite commercial? I don't have TV. If you could spend the day with any celebrity, who would it be? Ooh. You know, this one used to be just straight up Emma Watson, just because she was gorgeous, but like, now that I'm getting to know her more, especially where she politically stands, I'm just like, I don't think so. Like, it'd be fun. You know, it'd be cool, but I think, does Markiplier count? I'd go with him. Favorite breakfast food? I actually don't like a lot of breakfast foods, but however, scones. Scones are really good, or like those Texas toast sticks with the cinnamon, those are amazing as well. Unless we also have a traditional thing called sticky buns or monkey bread, which is like half-baked dough with caramel sauce. That's amazing, and we have it once a year only, and it's the best thing on my life. So if that counts as breakfast food, not dessert, I'll take that. Do you like guacamole? Yes and no. I like guacamole and 7-layer dip. I can't just have straight guacamole. Have you ever been in a food fight? No, it's on my bucket list. What is your favorite thing to spend money on? Ooh, food and or video games, or myself for like computer equipment, my nice headphones, or like my laptop cooler. What is the weirdest thing about you? Are you proud of it? Weirdest thing about me is I tend to like a lot of niche animes, and yeah, I'm totally proud of that part. And I'm weird. I'm just generally weird and fun and happy and poppy. It doesn't come out through a lot through videos and stuff, which I'm getting more comfortable with YouTube, so hopefully I'll be able to do that, but hopefully you'll see that, and I'm just weird, and I'm cheesy, and I'm interesting, guys, so yes, I am totally proud of that. Ever been in love with 2 people at the same time? Do you think that's wrong? I've been in love with like 8 people at one time in junior high. My heart was everywhere, and the worst part is like 3 of them loved me back at one point, and it really, really sucked. I don't think it's wrong to be in love with people, because your heart, you don't 100% control your heart. It's wrong to follow it and say I'm in love with you and with you and with you, but it's not wrong to love multiple people at once. It's just wrong to act on it. Ever had any relatives in jail? Not that I know of. Glass half full or half empty? Half full, because I am an optimist. Mountains or the beach? View or the TV? Mountains and beach, and I prefer the view. Plane, train, or car, boat, subway, teleportation device? Teleportation device. Probably a plane, which is spelled wrong here. A plane and, dirt bike or 4-wheeler. If you could retire tomorrow, what would you do? I have a running bucket list of extreme things to do, the first of which going skydiving and going bungee jumping. Hopefully that'll happen in my college years. Ever sold or donated your blood? Nope. I have never done that. I don't have a fear of needles. It's just that I know my brother's blood is a bit too thick, and I think my dad's is too. Don't quote me on that though, so I always assume mine was a bit too thick, so I've never donated blood or given blood ever. I've just had some IVs, that's the most. Crowds or small groups, or go away, I'm a loner. Small groups. Crowds get me stressed. There's too much energy in the world. Like, I don't like cities that much because there's so much energy, so much honking and everything around. It gets me really tense and really angry. So I like small groups and talking a lot to people and having a lot of one-on-one stuff. Name the most terrifying moment of your life so far. How did you recover from it? That one's a little personal. I don't think I'm ready to share that one yet. What famous person do people tell you that you most resemble? So, the dad from Cheaper by the Dozen. They say I look like him. I don't know why. What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten? Actually, you know what? Let's Google that. Dad from Cheaper by the Dozen. Nope, not 2. Images. This guy. They say I look like this guy. I don't know. Do I? That's just, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't look bad, let's be honest. Make your judgments. Tell me otherwise. Oops, that's my Twitter, so I was gonna post about this later on. Okay, 42. 43. What's the strangest thing you have ever eaten? Calamari. It was rubbery, didn't like it. If you could bring any person back to life, who would it be? Probably there's this sweet little girl that, I've kind of had more of a spiritual connection with because she was the daughter of one of my heroes. Her name is Lily, and she died as a little baby, but she was like the sweetest, most pure thing I know of. And I would totally bring her back to life to live life with her parents and mom. But, you know, life's gone how life's gone, and everyone's at peace right now. But, yes, that's who I would bring back. Do you believe honesty is the best policy? 90% of the time. Sometimes, when things get to it in extreme cases, white lies are better, but honesty is generally a really, really good policy. You just have to be careful of some people that are extremes. I mean extremes, not just like white lie for later. I mean like when their parents just died or something and they need time to get over what they're going over right now. What dead person would you least want to be haunted by? I can't think of anyone, because I don't know a lot of... That's such a big list. Oh, someone that was like... Not someone that like scare me, because I'd get used to being scared 24/7. Someone that would just be annoying in everything they did. I'd hate that. Who would you most like to be stuck in an elevator with? My best friend. Zane Slusky is an amazing guy. And, that'd just be fun and experiences. Fun story, actually. I gotta tell the pillow fight story. Later on, I'll make a note for myself there. But that's, least want to be? Ooh, well, unless that counts, let's discount all, since we've already done popular people and famous people. Least likely to be? Probably one of my ex-friends, because she's crazy. What do you think of Victoria's secret is? I think it's not a secret. I think everyone just knows it by now. There's not a lot of secrets left in this world. Cartoon character do you resemble the most? I don't know about my most, but my favorite one is Bugs Bunny. He's witty and smart. Would you rather go a week without bathing, be able to change your clothes, or a week without changing your clothes, but be able to bathe? Probably the latter, a week without changing your clothes, but be able to bathe, because if you don't bathe, your clothes get really stinky, but then you could change them, but you just stink. But, like, if you bathe a lot more than usual, then your clothes won't stink up as much. Which of the 4 seasons do you most love or hate? I hate winter because I live on a frickin' hill, and I gotta shovel it, and I don't know if I'm gonna get home every day when I leave during the winter, because I have a 2-wheel drive now, which is no fun. What do I love? I love spring or fall. Mainly because I like it when it's just warm enough outside that you can keep your windows down, yet just cold enough that you don't overheat. And it's great cruising weather is what I like to say. If you had to be trapped in a TV show with I don't have TV, list someone you know and describe them in 5 words. Let's do Zane. He's like me. A lot. 5 words. You can select one person from history and have them truthfully answer one question. Who do you select and what is the question? I would probably I'd get Nikola Tesla because I hear a lot of things about him, and I'd ask, like, did you really make all these things? Were all these things really stolen from you? Because I hear a lot of things are stolen from him and crap like that. And, or I would ask those people that found, the key to cold fusion, and I'd ask them where all the info is, or why didn't they write down their info. If you join the circus, what would you perform? Oh, I would totally do fire. I'd be the fire guy. Fire fans, fire fingers, fire staff, whatever. I'd do fire. Ugly and live forever, attractive and die in a year. Ugly and live forever because it's my personality, not my body. I don't care. You discover that your wonderful 1-year-old child is because of a mix-up at the hospital, not yours. Want to exchange that child 1 year old? I wouldn't remember, so yeah. Yeah, I probably would. Would you be willing to lie to a court for a close friend if it meant saving your friend from going to jail for life? No, because my friend would be the one getting himself in that situation. And I don't want to have that guilt for the rest of my life. Would you be willing to eat a bowl of crickets for 40? Yeah, heck yes. Crickets aren't horrible from what I hear, and 40,000? Yeah, I'm broke, brother. If you could have anyone locked in a room so that you could torment them for a day, who would you choose, and how would you torment them? Probably my special someone, because I like to annoy people, and it'd be fun to annoy them, just however the heck. I'd probably prod him in the sides, make him jump. Do you feel that children should be sheltered from unhappiness? No, because that's how they grow. If you could have personally witnessed anything, what would you want to have seen? Probably the moon landing. Being there. Not being on TV, being there. If you could wake up tomorrow in the body of someone else, who would you pick and what would you do? I would probably be my best buddy Zane, because he's a lot more fit and strong than I am, and I just push my body to the limits and enjoy it, because I'm not a very physical guy. I got a lot of problems with me. I'm gonna snag a drink here, so that's probably what I would do. Will I stay in it? Nah, because then I'd have to deal with his friend situation, which is So, could be any age for a week. What age would you be? For a week? I'd be 70, so everyone would think I was like super wise and people would come to questions with me. What question do you hate to answer? Who's my special someone? If you could only have one meal for the rest of your life, what it would be? Ooh, chicken cordon bleu or chicken strips. Like the $5 menu chicken strips with the soda and stuff. That way I could interchange sodas and ice creams. Where do you go to get on a computer? I go right here in my room. It's my computer. How do you start a conversation? I say hi, or hey, or hello. What keys on a keyboard do you not use? I don't use the tilde much, which is the button right next to the 1, although I do use it. I do use the brackets. I don't use the home and page up and page down keys a lot, or insert. Otherwise, I use basically everything else. If you had a brainwashing machine, who would you use it on? Probably all of those that... Wait, define memory washing or brainwashing? If I wanted to brainwash someone... I can't think of anyone to brainwash. I don't think I'd want to. You're walking home in the dark, you see something move. Who is it? Guess. What do you do? I see someone move in the dark. It's probably Zane trying to freak the crap out of me. What do? I call him out. I call his butt out on it and shine a light on him at first. And I might jump at first. Strangest name someone has introduced themselves as to you. What is their real name? I think strangest name was... I don't know, actually. I don't know if there's any strange names. I think the most interesting name I've heard is like Tanya, Sierra, or Siesta. I really like those names. Where were you 3 hours ago? Do you think someone was stalking you? 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago... I was streaming. Do I think someone was stalking me? Possibly, because I was on a stream, and if you define that as stalking, yeah. Have you ever eaten a crayon or glue? Or what strange thing have you eaten? I've eaten part of a crayon, and like a very small part, and it was not tasty. Anything purple within 10 feet of you? I have a purple shirt in there, universe shirt. Otherwise, I don't have a lot of other purple things in my house. When was the last time you bought something? What was it? I bought a candy thermometer for the, actually, no, I bought food today, but if you count food as a non-thing, then I bought a candy thermometer yesterday for a, video. Are you wearing socks right now? Yes. Where's the last, have you been in the movies in the last 5 days? No, but I am in the middle of a Pirates of the Caribbean marathon, so that's that. When was the last time you ran/went for a jog? Probably over a year ago. I don't get out much. I swim, actually. I generally swim. Dream vacation is going, like, there's this YouTube called T-Phil, and they just go and do extreme stuff, is basically following in their footsteps. Just a giant road trip and doing extreme stuff. Dream vacation. Worst vacation, we had this throw-up vacation with a family, and everyone got food poisoning. It was no fun. And we were stuck in a little RV, and we threw up in that thing too many times. Worst injury, I dislocated part of my neck and or broke my arm. What do you want to know about the future, where I'll be, and if all my things I'm trying right now work out? What was the last picture took of you? Depends on if this counts or the live stream. Otherwise, last picture was probably my last family picture. Do you know any big gossipers? Yes, I know a few. Do I listen to them? No. Have you been pulled over by a cop? 4 times, yet I have never gotten a ticket, all for speeding. Do you know your heritage? I used to. I know I'm Russian, German, and a tiny bit Irish. What have you always wanted? Did you ever get? I've always wanted the laptop and the laptop cooler and some nice headphones. Did I get them? Yes. And a car. Did I get it? Yes. What? Have you faked being sick so you wouldn't, school? What have I faked being sick to get away from? School. What was the last lie you ever said? I don't tell a lot of lies. It's basically something stupid, as if my mom asked me if I'd done something yet, and I said yes, and then I just went and did it afterwards. That's basically it. Have you ever danced in the rain? Yes, it was very fun and cold. What is my blood type? Don't know, actually. Have you ever been in a car accident? No, but I have spun out in a car, and the back of the car planted in some snow, but I wouldn't call it an accident. What was your... Well, actually, yes, I have, because I was driving with my mom one time, and a semi, the way the construction worked out is the semi couldn't turn left, didn't have a wide enough left turn, and we were right here, and it turned left and it drug us a bit and mashed the front left of the car. Thankfully, it was a pretty solid car, so we were both okay. What was your weirdest prank call that you've ever made? I don't make prank calls. Best compliment you have ever received? Someone said they felt very safe in my arms, very comfortable around me, and that's my favorite thing, because my big hang-up with girls is I don't like girls feeling out. I don't like girls... It's the same reason why I don't like prom dresses or girls in dress. Dresses are nice and all, but I prefer t-shirts and sweats because they're most comfortable. They're not worried about maintaining being pretty. So, yeah, it's when they're comfortable around me, which is why I love it. Do you trust anyone with your life? Yeah, I trust a lot of people with my life. I trust my mom, I trust my young men's leaders, I trust my older brother and sisters, I trust my, best friend, and a couple of my friends, so yes. What's your greatest strength or weakness? Greatest strength is probably talking to people. Greatest weakness is... I don't know. Let's get back to you on that one. Perfect pizza, pepperoni and cheese. I'm good. What was your first thought when you woke up this morning? I was thinking about... I had to return a CPAP, so I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do that. Do you get along with your family? Why or why not? I generally do get along with my family. I used to not, but I generally do. And with that, I think we can call it a day. And that is my 100 questions challenge thingy, Mishwapper. So, having that said, I hope you guys learned about me. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment down below and let me know all of these fun things. Any other questions you have for me, and answer some questions yourself, you know? And, yeah, if this gets some, maybe, let's say 100 likes, I will answer some of those questions that maybe get a bit more personal and stuff like that. So, yeah, having that said, I will catch you guys later, and as always, keep dreaming out there.